Oh man. So I thought I'd go instead of doing a vlog today that I would go live and kind of just hang out with everybody since I don't get to do it that often anymore. Uh, always doing the interviews, so um I decided to come on and talk with you guys and hang out for a little bit. So anyway, I don't know. I'll repeat. Good morning, Cindy Wheeler. Yeah, so I oh man, where do I start here? Oh, I was thinking, hello, Linda Barker. Um, how funny it is that I'm asking people all these questions and doing all these things, and English was like my most hated subject in school. So it's just funny to be asking questions and talking to people for a living when English was your least favorite subject in school. Um, but I found that funny. But I also wanted to say um, you the you see the donation link is gone, and I knew it was going to happen where the amount of viewers that were going to be at each one of the things with the guests was going to be less, and so with how many donators there were, which I really appreciate, um, it it would have made it look like really spammy and when there's not that many people in chat. So I try to keep that down. So that's why I kind of changed that. And this, I signed up for a thing to do. They're coming out with like a new tools and stuff for YouTubers specifically to use, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to learn more about that and dive in deep with the Stream Element stuff that's coming out and like maybe beta test stuff, and then that way you guys, I, when it comes out, I'll be able to teach you guys how to work it a lot better because I'll already have practice at using it. So I'm gonna find out what they're doing. Oh, it's all right. Um, I completely understand. Tracy. Hello, Kristen's World Outdoors. Um, yeah, I'm trying to figure out um, renting a vehicle and what I need to budget out to save to get a vehicle between now and for going to Quartzsite. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And hello, Gina. How are you? Um, oh, I worry about stuff like way off in the future. I don't necessarily worry about directly tomorrow. And it's more wanting to figure out a plan of attack than worry, if that makes sense. Like I don't necessarily worry what's gonna happen. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, but trying to figure out a good plan of attack. And hello, Trips, how are you? Um, that was some really cool editing you did in the video when you made three different appear. That's kind of some stuff that I've seen other people do before, and I've always been interested in eventually doing that kind of special effects stuff. It's kind of neat. So if you don't have the trips, go check out their videos. They're starting to do some pretty cool stuff with the editing that I'd like to see. But and I saw the thumbnail up for it, and I've been waiting for a reason. I've been waiting to do the karaoke again on Sunday night till he was back doing it. And KT has the thumbnail up I saw earlier, so he'll be doing the karaoke tonight. And I wanted to wait to, I guess, christen the new studio with karaoke when KT was back doing it. So I'll be over there singing karaoke tonight, um, for sure. And hello, Van Vita Travels. She did great last night. If you guys didn't see it, meant to BRBing. Um, we had another jailhouse night, and those are always fun to be there for. And I felt like Van Vita did a great job, as somebody in the court. Um, it was very very entertaining last night. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Um, and if you didn't, it was eerie for those that were here on Saturday. I talked to Bill Abernathy, and he we were talking, and I had seen one of his videos where there was this mashup of Freebird and Stairway to Heaven, um, called Stairway to Freebird, that he saw somebody else do, and we were talking about that for a little bit, and then like right after that, Blue Wave Odyssey posted the video about him going there to the memorial, uh, where they crashed there. Was kind of crazy that popped up right after I was talking with this person I had on. Hello, Evergreen Homestead, and meant to be your RVing. Yeah, we were just talking about the jail night there, and meant to be RVing. They're like really really close. Probably here in the next couple of days. But if you guys get a chance, just go run a few of their videos today. Um, we'll run their playlist and we'll get them over the top and they'll be good to go. I'm at 7:45 as of this morning. So um, that's where I'm at. And Van Vita, any one of those days work. Because I think, I'll tell you right now, I think all those days I have something. They're usually not too late in the day, and I think yours are later in the day, if I'm correct. Um, let's see. What oh yeah, and Linda Barker was there for Abernathy. Hello, Ava Potterfield. I'll look on the calendar more and figure it out. I gotta remember what time yours is at, Van Vita, but I'll be there. Um, yeah, I hope so too. That'd be really awesome. That'd be really awesome. And Uncle Lisa, man, that guy was up to some shenanigans, man. I'm telling you, last night. I don't know what he was up to. Um, but yeah, I've got tomorrow. I've got in the morning a guy that wrote a children's book that's coming out, and it's kind of based around uh, the kind of environment we're in right now to kind of help kids with that. And then later in the evening is going to be Richard Lynch, and he's like an independent country musician Hall of Fame, um, and he's done TV and he does a radio show, so he's kind of all over the place. And I'll be talking to a lot of country and folk artists. And hello, nursing our travel bug, because I work with a guy, president of MTS, Michael Stover, and I've been working with him with these musical artists, and so it's been a really good time. And I uh, I found him on Facebook or whatever, and he posts the interviews up that I have with these artists, which is really cool. And it's been really awesome to see because for me, it's even cooler than a lot of people that I've interviewed so far because some of these people have been interviewed by quite a few people. So I'm able to go and ask things and stuff that a lot of them haven't uh, hadn't been asked before. So it kind of gets to be a new experience for them and a fresh experience for them. And it was, oh my goodness, really, really cool to see. Really, really cool to see. Yes, but he doesn't have a great sense of geography. That American flag, man. I don't know about Uncle Lisa having that American flag there. So that's what's been really cool. And I always forget to change that, but it's SALE, that kind of sale for the family uh, t-shirts and the coffee mugs. That's what it is in there. So yeah, that was a fun. You guys are a fun interview. You guys are a fun interview. And yours is, I think, let me double check. Yours is already released on the podcast, I believe. Um, yeah, yours actually got released today on the podcast. So, and there's already been one play on it. And um, I know you guys laughed before, but people are downloading the podcast, which is really cool. And look, 51 cents now. Yeah. So that's really cool. Um, it's really cool to see. And that's just the podcast starting on there. So if you guys, I'm not saying you guys have to do it like a live stream on your channel or whatever, but if you guys ever thought about doing a podcast or whatever, Anchor is real easy to use. And if you want help doing it, let me know. But it's pretty easy to use to do that. And hello, Miss Southern Belle. Thank you, by the way, Miss Southern Belle, for all the people that have been coming over that you had come over and help run playlists and stuff like that. I really, really do appreciate that a lot. Uh, it's been really cool to see. Oh, waiting for your lunch on your way to Amana, Iowa. I'm guessing, I might be wrong, but I'm guessing that's where the line of is it washer and dryers? That's where it gets its name from. Because maybe they build them there, or they used to build them there. I'm guessing. Not sure. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye. My hours are getting down there, 7:45, so I'm really happy with that. And hello, Hitch Up and Toe, and all the Patreon members um, that have started on Patreon. I really appreciate you guys too. Um, so uh, yeah, yeah. There's lots what's been cool about the musicians I had and the other ones that you guys bring up in chat. It's kind of cool to find a bunch of new musicians for sure. Um, it's been really, really, really entertaining. Uh, been really, really entertaining to be on this side of it and hear stories from different different people that I've talked to and just their different life experiences so far. Um, so if you guys miss it and you're not there when they're recorded and you want to catch them later, that's really cool. Because yeah, I put a lot of time into preparing for them for sure. Oh man, look at that. You know what? Look, Rants with Rogers. Hey, if somebody maybe I'll make a clip out of it. I'm gonna write down the timestamp right now because I want to make a clip out of this because I'm gonna copy Rants with Rogers and I'm gonna make a little video that says Bart Simpson came in my chat. So what's up, Bart? Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. I love stuff like that happening. It makes my day. Man, it's what makes live streams fun. Um, so yeah. Um, I am one day uh when I get a ride again or get a scooter or whatever. Um, the one that I rode on is in the process of getting repaired. So um, who knows uh, when on that one again. But also on that, I want to get the Evo, like I talked about. It's got a built-in camera in it, and then I'll have that for motovlogging right away. And then eventually, I'm going to get the GoPro for the video, and that'll just be for the audio because it does a really good job on the audio side compared to other people's audio setups that I've seen they use. So um, it's able to filter like the wind noise and all that stuff, and it'll be a lot stable thing because I did that with the cell phone, but I had to speed it up to double speed because at regular speed, the flickering of it was enough to like make me start to get like a little motion sick. So I had to double speed it, and it has that warpy effect. I mean, I may have to make a couple more like that until I can get the camera thing or whatever. But um, I don't think it'd be good for more than a couple of minutes on that. And so I want to get something a little bit better. Yeah, yeah, and because it has the built-in thing for the everybody talking or whatever. And honestly, depending on how, because it can integrate the music that you choose too. And since I have Epidemic, I could just have an Epidemic playlist. I could come up with that. And if it can integrate it really well, like the audio of the songs in there with it really well, it would save me a lot of time in editing, which would be really cool to do. And hello, cronies, what's up, man? Hello, Lori's Crochet Corner. Hey, man, are you gonna have another Hangout stream soon? That's what I want to know. It's been a while since you had a Hangout stream, and I think it's so funny because I'm sitting here now. Oh man, yeah, mine. I'll I'm gonna leave that up there, but and I'm gonna tell the cronies thing. I think it's funny when I. All right, Trip and Tracy, I'll see you on Instagram for sure. That when I started hanging around construction cronies, I wasn't doing live streams at all yet. I'm like, oh, hits it up. It'd be pretty cool to have one day. And now I can look up and I've got like lights now on freaking stands, little tripods. And it's crazy to see that happen. And then eventually I'll uh, get a laptop going and the 1080p little webcam I have for right now until I can get something like cronies has got for sure. And GS Paranormal, um, my schedule had changed, and that's why I'm probably gonna come on Sundays just to hang out with everybody and chat with everybody because I missed that part of it too. But I am being more flexible in the time that I go live because it's allowing me to have more guests on. Because basically, I have to tell them a day, and they have to tell me a time that they want to be on. And I'm already into middle of October solid, but I even got some guests in November right now booked out. So I'm working on getting the schedule filled out. But I wanted to be more available on time because I have guests on from all over the world, and I can be a little flexible about when I go on. So I'm going to be going on at different times for that fact. But I might come on Sunday mornings about this time, just to hang out with you guys. Yeah, hang out stream tomorrow night. Awesome. Yeah, I know you went on 3 week street, or you went on the trip, man. So that's what I was asking. I know I was like, man, it's been a while since you've been on, and you've been posting those pictures of your trip, and that's been really cool, dude. It's been really cool to see. Um, but yeah, now I really start thinking about live streaming stuff, man. So, and that's the if you guys ever wonder what that is sitting in the background, that's the tripod right here. Um, and like I posted on Instagram, the little word hangs right up there. And then, uh, thank you card from my church. But hey, I want you to really read what you just read, and then maybe you'll get goosebumps yourself. I don't know. Just saying. It's kind of spooky. But hey, it's your paranormal account, so that's on you. But yeah, um, so I'm really excited to one day here get a scooter. I thought I saw one pop up, but it wasn't running, and I'm like, I don't want to take a chance on something that's not running. But it looked like it was pretty cool. And Bob the Raptor and Joe, they're in here. I just was finishing watching one of their videos before I started today. They had this Carl's Jr. breakfast sandwich that looked really good. I was like, oh my goodness. Um, it reminded me of how the McGriddle is with the pancake and the syrup, kind of what it is. But dude, that's the most underrated show on the internet that you guys are missing is Bob the Raptor and Joe. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. You won't come away watching one of their videos without just being happy. That's all I'll say. No, Saxy Matt. It was pretty cool watching him play um, the other day when he did the party for New Horizons. That was really cool to see. Um, and watch him play and everything. He's a really good saxophone player. So if you like saxophone playing, go check out Saxy Matt for sure. Um, yeah, I am. Yeah, much like the McGill. Yeah, yeah. I just am having a really good time doing this, and I'm trying to figure out. And this is I talked about this over at Papa Drew, and we can it's the family reunion. It's also a family reunion. Um, we're going to be at Quartzsite in Arizona, January 16th through the 24th. the sign up link that the bot posts every so often for it is if you're going to be a channel and you're going to be there and you want your name on the your channel name on the shirt and you're going to be there, then you can sign up under that link. I think there's 36 channels signed up already. So if you guys want to come, or if you just want to come and you don't have a channel or whatever, you can come and hang out. It's just a way for us all to meet and hang out and just have a good time. It doesn't cost you anything. It's out in the boondocking area. So you can come in whatever you want. You're not limited to vehicle, which is kind of what I was thinking. I am super glad in some ways that I changed the name now so that it's more inclusive, because I do want the ambulance one day. And then some people might be like, well, there's van in your name and it's an ambulance. And it's like, just change it now to on wheels, and then I'm covered for no matter what I get. So, uh, yeah, don't be surprised by that. Don't be surprised by that. But yeah, I'm going to be having a good time over this next few months with the people that I'm going to be talking to. I've got some besides the musicians that I've got for all of next month. Um, you know, before all of next month. Um, the other people I have on are just going to be interesting. There's some authors on there. There's people that are experts on different subjects. It's just going to be interesting. And Ungay Miller, well, if people want to go check you out, and if they like what you if they like your kind of content, man, that's cool. And they can stick around. Like I always tell people, I'd rather have people that actually like what I make come over and check me out and watch me than just to have a number, because it doesn't really do you any good in the end if anybody doesn't. Yeah, Drew Carey references are good. Those are good. But yeah, and that's what I'm talking about right there is that one. Um, so we got a bunch of people sign up there, and then I'm going to be in charge of trash and like getting set up for a potluck or whatever. Um, so I'll be in charge of that, and so anybody that's ends up going that has a truck, because I'm still not sure if I'm gonna have the cash to be able to rent a truck to go down with and back, because I looked at the price of that at Enterprise so far, and it'll be a good chunk to go down and back. But an economy car is less, but I'll probably just need help taking the trash to the dump, but the dump's free. So, and that's a couple miles up the road, from what I understand. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And then each guest I have on just leads to the ability to talk to more guests, uh, because it gets seen by some people and then they want their person on, and so I get an email for that. So I get usually a couple emails a day still to for people that want to be on the show. Um, and I filled out the calendar so far. I've sent way more emails back and telling them days, and I haven't gotten a response back. So who knows about a lot of them yet? But the ones that I have filled out on there are the ones that I've gotten response back from. And hello, Quebec. There's another person that is getting super close to where they need to be, hours wise. And if you guys could, please go and run Quebec's playlist. She puts a lot of work into her videos, and they're very entertaining. She does a really good job editing and all that stuff, and she's been working her butt off at it. So um, if you guys could, it would be really awesome if you could go watch her stuff. And then she has live streams where she does panels and stuff. So if you guys see her pop up live and it's a panel live, go by and say hi and go chat with her on the screen. Um, she likes to hang out and talk with people. It's a pretty good time over there, her lives for sure. Um, yeah, but that's the other thing I've been doing too. So I've been trying to keep up with all your guys' stuff, along with doing the interviews up until this point. And so now when I hang out with you, I can talk about your guys' stuff a little bit more because the way that I can, well, doing the research now and finding good ways to do it, but also um, it's a lot quicker, if that makes sense. Uh, Especially since they've done other interviews, it's a lot quicker for me to narrow down into what I think will end up making a good conversation with that person. I think that's a big difference too, is knowing what to hone in on with a person to make a good conversation with them. It can't just be, you can ask standard questions generally, but if you want to have a good conversation and not just question and answer, which is what I'm trying to do each time I talk to somebody, you have to find areas where you can hone in on, you know, what the person would have a conversation about. So, uh, while you're trying to get your day's harvest transformed while watching, oh man, I can I can feel you on that. Um, it's it's funny how you wait the whole time for the harvest to happen, and then when it happens, you don't always get to enjoy it while it's happening because there's so much work to do on top of it. So I find it kind of interesting. But yeah, yeah, the trips, man. There's a lot of good channels that I've been watching for a little while. Trips is a good channel. It there's a few food channels that I watch. Trips, Bob Raptor and Joe, and Beyond Seattle Eats. Those are the three that I watch. But it's because they're also entertaining. Um, oh man, down for 2 weeks because of cold. Yep, during that. Oh man, that's never any good. Never any good. Oh, hello, Timmy Ray the King. Um, but yeah, I wanted to come on and hang out with you guys because I don't get to do that as much when I have these other guests on now. Um, and if you guys pop in there and you have like comments for them or questions for them, and I try to pop those in, um, and I try to pop them in as they come in sometimes, or I try to pop them in a little later. So if I don't always pop them in right away, that's why. Uh, but I try to pop the questions in. And I try to say hello to you in the chat, like type to you a hello in the chat. But in order to keep things going when I got somebody on the screen, I just want to keep it like questions or comments about them that'll pop up. I still read the chat. I'll still see what you're saying. I still have to keep myself from laughing too hard sometimes at what Papa Drew says, but good practice. That's why. That's why I like having Papa Drew around saying crazy stuff, because good practice just being able to be zen and not let stuff affect you. I'm doing good, Timmy Ray. I hope you're doing good. Um, but yeah, and then I was saying when I started it, it's funny for somebody that really did not like going to English class all the time to be somebody that's now asking questions to other people all the time. It's kind of funny how that works out. Um, oh, well, thank you so much, Trips. Thank you. Um, oh, the help the local police with the CB radio. Yeah, some older knowledge that gets a little more valuable as time go by, and people that don't know anything about stuff like CB radios, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I'm excited. Oh man, I'm excited to have people. Um, you loved English and writing. Uh, yeah. Um, Evergreen Homestead, if you want to let me know, where do you usually listen to your podcast from? Um, and I will put it, if I have a link to it, I'll put in the chat. Like I have Apple Podcast. Let's see. I have Spotify. I mean, whatever you use. I'll put the Apple one in here because that one I just barely got. Pop up the chat here. That one I just barely got. So here's the Apple one. But if you type, and there's Stitcher, there's like Pocket Cast, there's a bunch of them now. Um, Yay! You only got about 400 hours to go. That's awesome, Quebec. That's awesome. She's been working really hard at what she's doing, guys. So, um, and she's getting closer and closer to 2,000 every day, and she still hasn't hit her hours yet. So, I'm really happy that she's getting there, for sure. All right, Trips. I'll see you around. I'll see you in the next. See you in the next. Either you're live or next video you put up. I'll see you on the next one for sure. Yeah. Well, it's on here too if you want to listen to it on here. But yeah, I'm just excited. Uh, and then here it is on Anchor. Um, I don't care which one you use to listen to it. You can use whatever one you want. But if you go on the Anchor site, there's a place where you can leave a voice message for the podcast. So if you want to leave like voice comments about it, or mention your channel, your YouTube channel, your podcast, or whatever, you can do it on there. And then there is a time lag, but once I have that voice one in there, I'll start throwing that in the mix of the ones that I already have that alternate in the shows. Or if you guys do enough questions and answers, if you want to like do an exclusive thing and do enough questions on there for me, I could do a question and answer uh, podcast session with you guys where it'll just be on there and it won't be on YouTube. We can do all kinds of cool stuff with that. But that's the host of it, the host of the podcast, the host site is that one. But it doesn't matter which one you listen on. That's why I'm trying to get it on all the ones I need to. Oh man. All right, Quebec. Well, go enjoy. Go make some enjoyment out of unloading. Make a game out of it or something. Go have some fun. But that's all I kind of wanted to pop on here and talk to you guys about. So I'm gonna pop back off, but I wanted to have a chance to hang out with you guys and talk with you guys more than just a vlog today. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning and afternoon. If you want to pop in and ask some questions to the guests, I'd love to have you guys come and check it out tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow morning. So until then, stop waiting for life to happen and make